this is not a planned stream, and I totally skipped the start bit. It's also kinda late, but it's also, well, Saturday morning, I guess. Let's see. One thing I want, and that's a TTS.
Connected to channel fix at 42.
Meaning I'll put in my speaker in my ear, so. I could turn on my camera and all the lights, but why? Let's just put up so I can see OBS. Alright, let's first check this. So, this computer has, it was about to be thrown out of the house, but then I needed a simple thing for, I had it for a bit to test the stream. So let's see. I'm just checking that the stream is actually up. Looks like that. Nice. So, there. So now I can see that I'm on the screen, like, more like my computer is on the screen. So I've started putting this apart. These are the bits that were in the, well, lid of it. And I put the screws back to the screen actually, because I don't want us to get dirty again. And also not to get scratched more than it has to. I'll actually put a rubber band in my hair, so it'll look a bit better when I put looking inside the poor dusty thing here. Yeah, so we're just going to keep disassembling this, and I will remove some gluey bits. This is a kind of cool thing. Do you know what this is? This is actually mouse mat of this. Let's see if we put this one through here. We can just make it more visible what it is, right? So it's very sticky because it was glued to the plastic here. So I'm thinking I could put something else on top of this, or I'll just throw it out, because I'm thinking I will just put this screen and the parts on the back side of this, and maybe put a, like, as long as it starts, you know, it will still always require a power cable, because the batteries are no more. That's why I was throwing it out from the start. So I also have its CD drive, hard drive, and the memory from the bottom side of it on the side here. So let's just continue picking it apart. I'll actually use glasses so I can see everything better. So I just thought, why not have some company while I do this? So it was a bit of a mess to get all of the screws out. Oh gosh. So let's say that this is what the top side looks like. So the keyboard is extremely dirty, and it was missing keys, a key there too. So I think both of my kids had this computer when they were tiny. So, well, that's what it looks like. So there's like some goo here. So the speakers are here. So you can see the magnetic. It wants to touch there.
Goaku says.
Hello again, lol.
Hello, hello. So we're going to disassemble this and kind of build something else of it. So, let's take a tinier screwdriver. So, totally different kind of screen. No brain, just screwing a bit. And it's kind of like, you know, lots of screws, unscrewing, lots of screws. That's kind of the thing here. And, well, there's some goo here and stuff too, you know? It's a bit of a mess. So this is what it looks like when kids have had it for years and years. And I didn't put the camera on. So this is antennas here.
Is this a MacBook?
No, this is a, let's see. Here is the screen. It's a Lenovo T520. There. So here we have the cable for one of the speakers, and it has a bit of tape there. So half of this goo is like goo. So my bin kind of filled up at once here. So this one should be loose too. Yeah, so that was just, well, I don't know, brown goo. So this cable goes up. This is the cable for the screen. So it is fastened over here. So we'll only need to remove it enough to get it through this bit here. So I'm not unscrewing these screws for the screen yet. Probably the CMOS battery here. Some goo, and we have another. Oh, there's no screw there. It's just one on this.
How much RAM and hard drive space?
So it's kind of okay, this computer. So this is 4, and that one is. I'm blind. Could it be 4 too?
Intel or AMD?
Probably. Yeah, Intel, definitely. I don't know anyone who wants to buy an AMD, at least not back then. So this is gooey. Oh, another. Yeah, so it's attached here in the slot. Right, so now we have automatic video of this. So if I just touch it a bit, it should try and zoom here. So maybe I have the bright light a bit
This
too
Lenovo
bright.
looks big, 17-inch.
Yeah. So the screen is kind of nice too. It fell to the floor though. I cleaned it up a bit with not the right kind of thing, so that's why it's all got all those lines. So I know the image is kind of blurry, but it's good enough. So we're not going to unscrew the cooler for the processor and stuff if we can avoid it. So let's mostly just get rid of the plastic. That's like the purpose. This screw is to the plastic. We don't want the plastic. We want to get rid of it. So, no, that's a long one. So there. So I have just a big pile of screws over there. So the video quality is what it is. But can you see the dust here? Well, so this is not the fastest computer. And here, there's also a tiny card here. So could this be the Bluetooth or something? We'll see if I can see what it is on these. So let's look here. So there's some wrong. It's kind of huge text, and I didn't see it. Yeah. Let's look at this one. Wireless. Oh my god, I can't see. So what confuses me is we have the cables here, you know? These are antennas, definitely. So 2? Why 2? This says Intel. Main. Yeah, and it keeps popping up this view full text. No. Yeah, so let's just continue disassembling it, and I will have an automatic. I didn't think of it, that we'll have an automatic video of where everything is supposed to be. So this thing here was just randomly in the middle. Not randomly, probably, but so let's see. Let's remove that one. And here is where the battery. I'm assuming this is a battery. Yeah. 2032. From Indonesia. So here we have the ports on the back. That's like something we need. And we also have ports on the sides, of course. Let's get one of these wet thingies and try and wipe some of this goo off. So it would be kind of cool to have like this screen is kind of nice, you know. So I don't know how big it is. It's not huge, but it's. I usually watch videos on my phone. If nothing else, this could be like a bed TV. So this is just one of the speakers. So I would like to be able to loosen this cable here. So these wires, they're all crisscrossing everywhere. So this is the, I'm assuming, yeah, blue. These are the other one. So we can disconnect this one, and we will have the speakers, and we can. I'm careful with this because it's paper, you know. I don't want to. You could break it so easily. This is so gooey. Oh well. So now it's not sticky, at least. It just looked bad, the side there. So it's browner than it looks. I promise. So that's one of the. Let's see if we can remove this one without breaking it. Probably use my fingers there. Oh my god, I get it stuck. So we'll have to put the other side too. This one is just dusty because it's been close to the fan here. So something was poured into this side. I think that the keyboard of this one is actually broken, and that's why we stopped using it, because like several keys on the keyboard doesn't work at all. yeah, so I can, let's see if I can move this. So when I move this, the whole fan bit moves. So this is definitely glued on here, right? So yeah, it's let's say goo, okay? So I'm not touching this. Time to throw that one out. I have a whole package of baby wipes. That's what I use. So you can see the amount of dust here too. So this one is, let's see. This is a power in. So this one is just under this one. Can we get this under, or should I remove it? We'll see. So I think we'll remove this one too. It's just a power, you know. It's not like we'll put it in the wrong place. So I know that this one was about to be thrown out. I was just thinking, well, we can see if we can. I already had like taken the batteries and just cut them apart a bit ago. So we have the speakers here with like all the plastic shapes on the back glued to them. Yeah, so we could let's take a flat screwdriver, not the tiniest one, and just get rid of some of the dust at the sides here. So it just kinda I'm kinda careful about this paper. Well, it's kind of fabric-ish paper, which feels still like paper. So there. So this is the cleanest bit of this computer. This, we'll see. I won't clean it before I know that I want to use it. This is a fingerprint scanner. So this one is not gooey at all. And the antenna goes up to the one to each side of the screen, I guess, and then they're just attached to bits of metal at the end. So this fan needs to be vacuumed carefully without doing too much static electricity damage. Oh gosh. Yeah, so it's a bit late. It's crazy late. So just grabbing a bit of the dust here. Yeah, kind of disgusting actually. So, what next? We have the power cable here. This cable. It might also be. Yeah, so there's also a camera. This was up here. So this might be the camera cable. I will unwind this metal here. And here we have. Yeah. So there might be more than one. Anyway, the cables that goes through these, that's like the sensitive bit. Let's just put all the tiny bits, right? This is kind of easy to see. The blue to the blue and the red to the red. So let's unplug these. They shouldn't be too hard. I don't want to do it too Come on there. They're so tiny, you know. So the bright light kind of makes that impossible. I have it too bright so that I can see good. So I'm putting that right there. And then we have the other one. Kind of clean too. So here we don't have any main aux. It says main on the white one and aux on the black one. Right? So so there's lots of goo here. I know you can't see very well because the camera is kind of high up. So let's just, this is kind of like, I haven't got a clue what this is. But we have a very dusty screw. And this will be attached with something. Oh, so there's a connector right there. So, all the dust here. It's just like crazy dust. So this is really interesting what this is, you know? So let's see here. It's 2:51. I didn't want to see that. Come on. Zoom. Broadcom. Yeah, so we can just search on this later. If it doesn't say anything on the other side. Yeah, it is the Bluetooth. It has an address on there. Bluetooth address, it said. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, so what are these then? Does it have two Wi-Fis? What? Yeah, so then we have the battery. Let's unplug that too so we don't damage the cables. So red is to the right side and black is, well, very dusty gray. So let's, come on, pop up there. So white, red, and yeah, there's no way you could put that the wrong direction. So I think this computer actually worked okay, so, but then someone dropped it, so we'll see if it works. I don't know yet. It was kind of like the box was a bit broken. So what is this then? It's not PCMCIA. But we have an audio outlet here. There's RJ45 over here. And here we have VGA to USBs. I don't know what. Yeah, this is probably a SATA connector there. And here is like a, my god, what is this? 1394. And then we have an on-off switch for, is it like wireless on-off switch there maybe? So, this is like an OK computer. It's used for company IT people. So it probably wasn't the cheapest one when it was new, but that was like, what was it? 15 years ago? More? So let's see if we can get rid of this plastic here. So this is just blocking a, well, I think this was RG11. So phone. This was tight. I guess it's a glue. This is a corner where it's like Coca-Cola or something. Really sticky. So what? Let's see. Is this one? So we can remove it now. Oh yeah, this is probably the lock. Where you put the lock in. Yeah, it was the lock thing. Can we see any more screws? We don't move these. These will also be still attached. Yes, I think it's kind of time for these. So here we have one too. Let's get this one. Though this is a wrong screwdriver. It's so loose. I didn't realize I was rotating. Oh gosh, can you see how much glue it is here? No, you can't even see it. So here is just dust. This is how much dust it is in the machine. Yeah, so maybe I could do something about that. Not the dust, but that you can't see a thing. Well, at least you can see the full computer now. It's kind of far into the desk now, so a bit of these glue off these cables before we do anything more. So here we have like screws on this lid here. This one we removed. So let's see what happens if I try to lift this here. Yeah, so this is loose here. Oh my god. The amount of goo. Yeah, so something is attached like here. It might just be the side though. Yeah, so I want all the plastic away, but let's actually do these now. So the only thing actually attaching the screen to this is the wires here and these screws. So when I remove the screws, this will be loose and just attached by that. So that's why I waited. So this one is so gooey too. Whatever. Can't do much about it. We'll have to do these screws now. So let's bend this one back so it leans against the table there. Such. I tried to wipe it off a bit before, but it's just, well, it's not like it needs to be clean, but I usually save screws in case you might need a spare one. So let's see now. It's just loose on that side and on that side. Right, so now I have to hold this until it's like finished here. That's why we're waiting with it. So this one is attached. I can just unscrew 2 screws on each side, and these are loose from there. I think it's time. So I already did it once, but then I put them back because it was just loose, you know, the screen, but now it's loose anyway. So yeah, so I can get them out of there. So we have more scrap stuff. Fresh. So I've already wiped the screen, as you can see. So because this was magnetic, I should fix the magnetism of some of them. So I'll put it on my legs. These one are too. Yeah, so this is what's broken on my 16-year-old's computer. I think it's just bye-bye, you know. So this is the most sensitive one. I mean, it's the one I care the most about. You know, antennas. What does it matter if they are not perfect? But if you don't have a good screen connection, then you're kind of like, okay, bye-bye. So we could actually start the computer now. We could just plug in the computer and see if it works. So now the screen is all... So I checked if this was possible to detach, you know, but it's really tightly, well, taped here. And it feels kind of good, right? So it's attached in a good way. So I'm thinking the other side is the best bit to do it on. So now the screen is just standing here on the desk with this tiny wire there attached. Let's actually fasten this one too. So let's pull it up. Okay. So I would really need the microscope here. So let's plug it in. So it takes like a few seconds to start. So yeah, the level of dirt here. So let's see what it looks like when I move this. Let's see if we can get rid of some of the dust and dirt here. So, is it actually a card that's attached here? Oh, right, that's not on purpose. It pops up from Streamerbot automatically. So that's kind of tiny. This is a tiny cable. Goes to this tiny thing here. And that's... Yeah, so I don't want to damage this. It's better to keep it attached if it is. I don't think I can remove this 100% safe So I'm going to attach it again instead. It's better that it's attached good than it's... Alright, so it's on the plastic, right? So then I can't do it that way. Let's turn it around. Well, let's do it this way instead. So it still presses down on it, but not on the plastic. Because the plastic is saying bye-bye. My. So it's kind of even better now. It's holding the cable a bit steadier there. I have to turn that off every time. No, that's the wrong one. We want the full one. So, so these are kind of tiny. We don't want to break them, though. It's just like the camera. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else there. Really. So this one is attached over here, and it has all of these tiny wires. So we'll definitely not pull it back, but we can remove it by just there. So this is the direction of it. The metal connectors are on this side, and the right is just black. So this is attached to... I think this is sensor, or if it's closed or open. And I think that this was just to keep it attached sturdier. But it might also be something else. We'll see. Or rather, we might not, because... So, we'll decide later what bits to attach again, you know. The power is kind of important. So, this is some kind of foam that used, or what used to be foam sometime. And this is just dust. Yeah, so I guess I should go to sleep, but while it is actually Saturday, and well, let's see now. Is there anything more I can see that I can detach here? That is not obviously attached to something that I don't want to move. I don't think so. Let's see. All of these cables, except for the screen, are antennas. And I kind of wiped them off a tiny bit. Let's wipe them a bit more. So they were just attached to these metal bits, and there are like plastic bits there too. So I think one of them it fell out and I threw it away. So here's the red one. And this is 2. meaning that the two antennas for this thing is close to each other. While this one was more further away from its little friend. That's the black one. And then we have the blue. Okay, so yeah, and it has extra protection in the bend of the screen. That's nice. I think it's kind of okay quality, this one. So the screen is actually just here, you know. And then we have, so the desk is kind of dirty too. Let's just remove this one. I removed the other one. Yeah, 4 gigabytes. I'm assuming they're identical. It doesn't matter which side they're on. So when I turn this over, it will be so dirty. So let's just be careful with this one. So what could possibly be attached here still? So here is like the docking port. Yeah. So on this side we have all the connectors. And this side is kind of loose. Here's the connector for the battery. So yeah. So is there a screw or anything here? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But I should be more careful. Okay, so these screws go all the way through, meaning I'll have to loosen them. That's why it was attached. So let's be extra careful now. Oh, I can see a screw. There. Click. So I'll move this screen here so you can see. So there was a screw here under the cables. So now we have this. This is black. Can you see it's black? No, it's actually, I think it's actually painted gray. So I'm just kidding. Well, we're finished with this. Let's remember that this is a green switch here in this corner. So this must have set, I think this is Wi-Fi on and off. Yeah. So let's take the opportunity to wipe some dirt from the desk. And I mean dirt. So here we have all the boards. The fan outlet. Oh, it's actually metal here. So, We don't have to remove all the protection plastic unless it's extremely dirty underneath. I don't think it is. I think it's been okay. This tiny board here is the actual network card. So there's a tiny switch here that thing would have moved. So that's Wi-Fi on off, I think. So let's start with this card that is definitely separate with a connector here. And there's so much dust on the screen again. And so what's pushing against it? So I can move it a bit more. So yeah, this one is just loose now. So we have a very odd network card. Well, I guess it's just the connectors. Alright. So here is also one of the USBs. No, it's not USB. Can you see? It might be. It kind of looks like USB, but still not. So let's just take this worst dust off. You should probably use something better than this. But you know, I'm not that careful about this. So, dust and goo. This is a gooey corner. So, I don't know if you can see that brown goo there. Everything in that corner is like gooey. So, we'll see. This Wi-Fi probably still works. Well, I said Wi-Fi. I didn't mean that. I meant, of course, wired. So it's always nice to have an RJ45 to connect to. So it is a spare part number. So tiny card. We know where it's supposed to be. It's not like there are several of these. Here's for the other RAM. Let's just wipe the worst. So it's nice that it has the plastic protection bits. It's nice. So the fan has this. I will try to kind of suck it out. So it has both here and here metal. Here's where the battery was. So I don't have that anymore. Well, let's just start doing the screws. And I think there's one here too. No, probably not. Let's just do them and see what happens. So, of course, the fan power will be attached somewhere too. So I'm a bit surprised if it's all one bit here. It seems to be. It kind of means, well, the screen is this size anyway. So I'll have to get some more pressure on this one. Why is it so tight? Well, would be the same as that one, probably. This one's a bit broken. See, this one doesn't really need to be attached. So something more there. The board is like loose all over here. And this plastic bit here, it goes beneath there. So I'm thinking we'll pull it out this way probably. So let's just look on the other side here. So yeah, this is on the other side. This is attached to the plastic too. Okay. So I'm thinking that there might be a bit underneath there that won't unscrew, but I don't think it matters. Let's just unplug the power for the fan. So this bit is attached to the board, of course, so it will have to go at the same time here. So how much is it attached to the plastic? And are there more places? Yeah, so the VGA port has its screws. This is a bit odd direction to do this, but so putting these separate, they're very dusty too. So that means this has a VGA, which means this could be our... If this is powerful enough to watch video, we could use it as a TV PC. It might be. It might not be. So what else is attached? So this and this black bit here. Yeah, I thought so. It's like a loose thingy. So that means that this probably is all loose on this side. So the card is just loose here now. So we have to be careful with this cable. It is loose. The cooling here. We'll have to be careful here. Maybe I should just like break this plastic. Let's see how sturdy it is. It's kind of tough. This is like some metal-ish thingy, right? So it might just be metal, but it really feels like plastic. So it's this odd thing. You hear it. It's like I can't bend this either. I wonder what material it is really. I guess it's supposed to be lightweight for carrying your laptop. So how do we get this out of here? We'll have to like bend this over here. This will have to be possible to remove this somehow. Yeah, so this is a bit loose here too. I think it is glued. Yeah, so this is this foam again here. It's the same foam over here. Yeah, and I know you really have a blurry image. I'm sorry about that. So this bit, we can just remove this plastic here. It's just in the way. Yeah, so let's bend these metal pieces. Oh my goodness. So this one there, and then we have the other side there, because they were screwed into the plastic, and they're kind of like bending the other way from the rest of the stuff here. Yeah, so the ports are actually loose now. Yeah, so it feels like the only thing that's actually attached. Well, except for this. Let's fix this first, since it's easy. Unscrew, and we have the power out. So we can just attach it to the power again. There. And this almost looks clean in comparison to the other side. Let's just look at this bit here. Trying to not be too evil to the poor thing. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I don't think it's actually glue here. So is there some more thing that's actually stuck here that I don't see? So this board is loose. This is the same bit, it's just... Yeah, and this is a part of that bit. Will I have to unscrew these? I would prefer not to, you know, because it's kind of firmly attached. And that's kind of nice. So the fourth thing will be rotated here. So the thing is that this goes down and this direction, and this one has to go like up and back. But maybe I can just... So I can see how this one moves, because it's not screwed tight by these anymore. So we'll have to find a solution for that. We could have used the whole thing, but it's so gooey too. I could still change my mind, but nah. Let's just bend a bit here and see what happens. It might just not be as bad as it looks. So this edge is really the worst one. It's just this edge here. If you can get this one to get a bit more free. And this one, let's see, is anything attached here? Nothing attached. We have the cable there. So then if we push here, this is such a messy thing to do. Yeah, it's going there. It's just a bit slow and painful. These are loose. Yeah. And this one is kind of loose, but it needs to go this way. And the monitor and its cable. I'm a bit worried about making. Yeah, where I already made a lot of bad marks on this, because it's simple, you know, this kind of thing. I'm trying to bend that. So a bigger screwdriver would be nicer. Maybe if I can do it this way. Come on, it's really actually there. So annoying. I'm bending those poor things again. So this goes this way. This goes this way. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little board. Detach without breaking, please. So annoying this is. We'll end up with me breaking it, hey? It's just like 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters of annoyment. Oh, this is so dirty. Yeah, so in between here there are like rubber bits. So this, what if I do this? Right, and this one hits there. Yeah, I have to. Okay, let's do it. I'll have to unscrew it. So there. And then we have this one loose. It was so close to not having to remove it. Very annoying. So now we have to make new stuff here. Maybe that's just good anyway, but still, you know, these are not glued. And we have a bigger chance of cleaning this without harming the electronics. So, right. So, well, there's no choice. We'll need to, but now we have a better angle. So now we can just simply pull this up easily. I'll have to look at the microscope, I think, anyway. So, this kind of connector is a bit tricky. So let's see, where is it? Well, you can see how clean this is. So here it is. And it's kind of far down now because the board is no longer attached, so this bit is so loose now. Meaning I can just reach underneath it too. So if we do this, the poor thing is on my keyboard, so let's actually move that so we don't turn off screen or anything by mistake. So, so it looks like this now. Oh, this one is loose. So, here. Yeah, so now I can see it moving a bit there. Let's see, how big is this in relation? This is a tiny screwdriver. Yeah, so there's really no edge here. I wasn't sure if this had an edge. Let's see if I can push here a bit down. So, is it further down?
Not safe for Wi-Fi says. Spirit Eel. Hi?
Hi! Ah. So this is the monitor cable, so I don't want to break it now. Then we'd have to use the VGA. I think I got a grip on it. Ha! There. So let's just hope that it didn't break any of the cables in this connector here. So I had to try and grip it carefully there. Then we are all disassembled. So we have this. Let's take a bit of dust off it again. Getting rid of the microscope. So, Hi. So this one is kind of fresh. It's an LG display, says. So
That's FK and awesome.
break, hopefully. And then
Repairing
we have,
hardware.
yeah, or repurposing it since it's kind of broken. The kind of this bit of it, the laptop case, it was kind of broken, so, and very dirty and old. So we have these layers, and this is some kind of odd metal, lightweight, but it's not, you can bend it or anything. I tried with my pliers and it was not really possible. Alright, so it's supposed to be like this. There. So. And the keyboard for this one is broken and there's even a missing key. And my kid's calling. Just a sec, so I'll be back.
I have a doubt about the anti-static band wrist. When opening a laptop, where do I put the clip?
So, he woke up at 16, so that's a part of why I'm awake still. It's just, it's 4. Yeah. When you have kids with autism, your times kind of go the way they go. Yeah. So this keyboard is, the keys doesn't work. So that's why it's bye for this laptop and becoming something new. Now we had to remove this to get it out of the metal thingy. We couldn't break that. So I'll have to clean these off, and
Art?
it's probably good anyway. No, we're going to make like a new computer of it.
Or
so
what?
It's still working. So we'll have to use USB keyboard instead, and USB mouse, probably.
Oh, cool.
Though I have saved the actual mouse pad. So this is what it looks like underneath the plastic layer. So the box plastic was in between, so it's still enough electricity. That's kind of cool. So we can just put something else here and use it as a mouse pad. Because the connector is okay and everything. And this is the fingerprint thingy. So all of the electronics, they are here, and here is where the power is. So if this didn't have to happen, then we could have just started it now, but now it would kill the processor and all the shit. Because it's a graphics. So this is also extremely dirty now. So let's, yeah. So anyway, we need to clean everything, and it's let's start with these. I might have to buy something. I don't think the stuff I have is new enough to be good. These we want to still be there. Let's get some of the dirt off here. So this is the old connection between the processor and the fan cooling system. So it's really nicely done, right? With the black plastic here to protect stuff. And this is the one I kind of broke the aesthetics of here when I tried to get it out. So let's get rid of the rest of this material. This is like foam. So we'll see what this will become. Maybe this is like so it seems to have two Wi-Fis. That's kind of odd, right? So if we can take this off as tape, that's the best way, of course, right? Oh, this is all bent. That's me. I tried to get it out of there. I should have just realized I need to unscrew these here. So, lots of dirt here now. Let's get a bit of it away. So, yeah, so about the anti-static, it's supposed to go to ground. So, you put it on ground. So, like some metal connected to the house, or like heaters that are metallic or something. There. Nice. Oh. Yeah, so this will need to be vacuumed. And I'll try to fix these so they're not as bent, but they're these very thin, you know. For later. For when it's cleaned. Because I might bend it by mistake again, right? So let's fix it when we're putting it together. Cooling system. This is for fastening the cord for the display. So yeah, just too bad that we couldn't keep it attached. Cooling. If we could have, we could have just started it like this on the table. As you can see, there's been poured gooey stuff on this. Do I have some kind of like brush or something? I'll go get something from the kids' playthings. Oh, look. So this one we need to keep. And I think I might have thrown one away. Let me see. Here. So these are between the cooling and some of the components, but there are also in other places here. So these tiny ships definitely have that one on them. So you can see they are much cleaner than the others. So the other one must have been on this because it's a clean too. So the big one there and the tinier one on this one. So we have these two. It's like very soft rubber. Very flexible. And we have bombs of dust here. So I'll go get that pencil. So the reason you have the anti-static is so that you don't have like lots of static electricity. And that's why you would. So I'm thinking this is friendlier than putting the kind of efficient. If we have real gooey stuff, we can do some propanol too on there. So this is on and off for Wi-Fi. I'm kind of assuming. I think it is. So let's see if we can clean up a bit here without actually removing these. Oh, my thumb just pressing there made a cut. My nail made a cut. I didn't press hard. So it's not like it has to be perfectly clean, but it's extremely much dirt. So these were probably cooled from the big metal thingy, right? So this was underneath the cooling fan, so it had a lot of dust blowing around here. So I'll try to make a combination here of just cleaning it. So we could almost put water on this, you know. I've actually heard people doing with all the electronics, putting it in the dishwasher. That's a bit extreme though, right? So as long as it's not electricity in it, most components are not really sensitive. But some are, of course. And especially if they could get water stuck in something. So you'd have to be so sure it's dry again. So today's tiny things wouldn't really be smart to do stuff like that, right? So look at this dust blobs. So this might even be more dangerous because I'm not 100% certain this doesn't create like static electricity here, and I don't have any anti-static here. This is some kind of odd card reader, right? What kind of card could this be slot for? Like 15-year-old probably. This is like all the ports there is. Yes, it's this one actually. Let's turn it around. We can see that the dirtiest bit was to the other side. No? Oh, whatever.
Don Marks says, "Hi there.
Hi. Welcome in. So,
Are you changing thermal pads?"
yeah, I will do that too, but more like broken old computer getting a new life. I don't know how yet, but we also have the screen for this. So if I didn't have to remove these, I could have just started it and tested it, but now we can't. I'll have to get something new here. So these also had the pads. We don't have anything really to put on because it was the laptop's middle metal bit. That was the lightweight string thing. I don't know what the material is, so I'm just making this. We removed most of the dust from there, but it's still a bit dusty, so let's just clean it a bit. So it will be a long time before this is used, and you can see all the dirt. So this is some kind of sugary drink, probably here. So, and it was all over the other side of it. So there's more dust underneath here. So it's all hollow underneath. Oh my. It's just flying dust. So this one, I'm a bit curious what this could be. It's this size. This says top, so it's supposed to go in this way. And I couldn't get the board out of here before I removed it, so I guess it goes in this way. So it's this size. And there must be some kind of reader there at the back, I guess. Yeah, so we could always look with a microscope, but we can kind of see it here too, right? There's the connector. So whatever was this, or is this? Well, this is this end of the, here's the audio. Yeah, so that's good enough. Let's just wipe this again. a lot of dust. I think we're almost out of dust now. So this side we already did a bit of cleaning on. It was much cleaner on this side, since the keyboard was on top of this. So we also have the processor. So if my bit, it says 2011 here. So I wasn't very off with the 15-year-old guess. So this is baby wipes, so I'll have to wipe this with something more suitable afterwards. But this is good enough to get the worst stuff. So before we put stuff on here again, we'll have to fix something better. So this is still dirty, so I'll just vacuum this when it's not attached now, so it's easier, safer for the electronics. And these, yeah, I bent them because there's still nothing to attach simply. And these are still attached here. Oh, you couldn't even see. So it goes like this. Here. And there are 4 screws there, but for this one, these were attached to well, the holes are still here, I guess. So we could just make something new to attach it to. I'll bend them back to how they used to be. Well, let's hope the metal is sturdy enough to take it back and forth. No, it's not, so it broke. So I didn't break this one as far, so it might work. We'll just have to make sure that it's good enough anyway. There. So this one is useless, just trash. There. Yeah, so almost. And this is a bit ugly because it's a bit bent. I think it won't affect the cooling much though. So this is a kind of odd laptop. This is what my laptop looks like now. It also a pile of other stuff here. So this is the network. So it's supposed to go this way. There. And then we have lots of other stuff too, of course. So here's... Oh, let's see how many... we have the audio on this odd card slot, and this too. And then we have, this is for the battery. And then we have this side. And I think this is for Wi-Fi off on. And we have VGA there too. Well, and I think I'll throw the keyboard out, and we might play with this one just because it's kind of looking cool. So put some other plastic over there. Then we have a lot of antennas, like these. And we have Bluetooth, and it looks like it has 2 Wi-Fis, which is kind of odd. So let's look a bit more at this one. Yeah, so I was thinking if one of them were like mobile, but it doesn't look like that at all. So it's 8 gig memory, not much. The battery 100 gig, right, which we can change, of course. And there's also this DVD there, of course. So this one has a special holder, laptop style. Alright. It says 100 gigs. I've put this in here. It wasn't there before. So probably had an even tinier drive. Right, it's kind of obvious where it fits, right? So there. So in here we have this. I'm like blind here. There. So and this one over here. Click. And this is of course what this used to be. By the way, put them back, all the things. So the memory modules, the DIMMs, it says. Oh, come on. Yeah, so it's a bit gooey there too. So it's hard to push in this direction. So, and I know that one here, one of these is the tiny one, and this looks like the big one, right? So I'm thinking this goes here. Is the connection identical? So if this one were to be here, it would be too far. It would be over the memory, right? So that's not it. This one goes here. There. Yeah, it has the... So there are actually... So you could make holes in the card here. This one also has brown spots underneath. So this needs to be held down. And this one is underneath. Right, and this one is connected here. The Bluetooth. And yeah, so I want to attach all the wires, not even this one. Here is the battery. So I'm thinking, what do I want to use to put this on? You know, because we need like something roughly this shaped. We might even want to use this one. So there. So we have a DVD player too, which is dirty still. We have that goo. So There. So now we have a DVD player with lots of antennas and RD45, 3 USBs, VGA, and this is the special, not HDMI, but whatever it's called. So I can see more dirt underneath there. I'm just taking the opportunity. So it was a lot of dust underneath the USBs. So then it's what was it? 1394. I think I will remember those things. I don't know if I ever used them even. So the VGA is 32. There. Yeah, so I kind of would like to put this here. I'm thinking, where could I have it? Would anyway need to put something to screw it to, somewhere to put it. So I'm thinking it's no use having these here when they won't stick, really, right? So we'll just remove them. And this one is just attached by that. And this one we definitely can't put it on the other side with. And this one is kind of like not really attached at all. And this one is not attached at all. And the hard drive, of course. So we could put the other memory here though. So because it has holders. Yeah. So and then we have the display cables. We have the display being kind of the same size here. It's a tiny bit tinier than the connectors. So we can make like a tiny thing here of this. That's my plan. Right? So we could have even a DVD on the side of it. Yeah, so the only thing I could have imagined breaking the fall is the screen, and it looks okay, so I think it was just plastic that broke. It looks really like new, actually. Made in China. I'm not good at reading upside down. This kind of thing, at least. Well, so we can see that it has the board here too. So if this didn't work already and be a complete computer, it would be fun just to play with this input. See what we could do with this. Yeah. So it actually says CPU here. I have to see what I can see with my phone, and then it's time for me to sleep because it's 4:15 in the morning. So and September 21, 2011 is the date of the crossover. So the other ship, let's see if we can read it. Yeah, NVIDIA. Let's see. So we have photos of the ships here. Though of course it would probably be better to have it off. Ah, there. With the microscope. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, so I don't understand how I'm still awake. But I think he's falling asleep now. These are the LEDs. The LED for the hard drive and the memory. So I'm just going to throw these away, I guess. Though we can remember that there are tiny holes there actually in the middle of the bottom of the computer. And not to make lots of stuff fall, but we have actually got the power on and stuff here too. So maybe we don't want to throw this out. Yeah, so let's disassemble this. So all the parts, hard drive, Wi-Fi, network. So where to put this is safe. I think it's not a lot of places where I would trust myself not to like. Oh, this is. Let's say it's not smooth. So I actually did sleep kind of late. Me too. So this top bar here, it seems like it's separate. Right. So I want to know that he sleeps before I go to bed. So we can see all the goo in here. That's why it doesn't work as it should. So I have decided not to keep this because I know it's broken. So let's just look if there's something fun in here that we want to keep. Like how we have this connector cell, you know? So if we can use the top row only, it is possible. So this is the tiny mouse thingy. So let's just undo all the screws you can see. I don't think there's anything else. These might be screws too. So let's see if these are. No. So this one, this is some kind of protection there. So this is where it used to pop up. So, okay. So it is just connected like this. So let's remember the direction, right? So this one is connected in like this here. See how much we can pull apart this thing. So of course we could remove the buttons, because I'm not interested in anything but this. Well, maybe that's the thing. Because I know all of this is like gooey. Or is it this side? No, it's here. You can see all the goo. So it has a plastic cover. Oh, it's just too gooey. Here, you see the edge. So it's supposed to be protected, this, I guess. I think this kind of says it all. Can you see how dirty it is? It didn't really do its job. So actually this might make it possible to clean this. So I think I probably did try to clean this back in Cloak. Probably. So you could just drench this in isopropyl and maybe you'll have something. Because the amount of goo here, it's like intense amounts of goo. So I'm not going to try and fix it. There's a button missing too. So I just do this for fun. Just for fun. So I can see the other layers of plastic in there. So right now I'm just interested in, can I get the power button and the others here? Otherwise we will have to try and figure out this connector, right? Which is kind of not fun. Oh, this is also dirty enough to be fun. Yeah, I can't really move this thing. Where's the tinier screw? So does it have so much glue that you can't move it? Or isn't it one of those movie thingies? I think it is. So, oh gosh, it's so gluey. Well, there's nothing here, is it? Yeah, so this is separate. Is it? Not really. So I could imagine just cutting, you know. Just cutting, since the attachment point is here. And as long as we don't merge any wires while cutting it, we could just try cutting it like this. But that kinda assumes we should probably get rid of the metal first, right? So that would break a lot of it. That means using something more powerful to cut it, and hope that it's not too gooey to be used. Because audio on off, is this a mute button or what is it? There's the mute button. Minus plus audio. What is sync vantage? I don't know, but the power button too. Or we'll just have to test the connections for these and see how we power it on. It's not impossible. So it is also folded. Alright, it's both side connections, so it's folded. And I can see that these connectors go straight back here. So they don't go into the keyboard. So there's no logic in the keyboard for them. Because I was thinking it might be. Yeah, I think I'm just mumbling because it's late now. So the gooiness of this keyboard is just amazing. So I'm thinking, is it worth it to like saw here? And I know that sawing this will require real powerful tools. Should I just make my own button? Or would it be kind of cool to have? This is actually this. And also we have like an edge here. Let's actually remove all the keys, right? Well, the upper row, right? So they're very dirty. So I have a plate here where I had some food. So these are not unique, and with that I mean that some other computer we have might actually use the same keys. So let's just get them all. The spare parts. After washing lots, right? So this is not the only laptop with a broken keyboard. I think we have another one. So maybe I can fix that one. I'm not sure you can reuse these things, but they're kinda interesting anyway. Since a few of them just fell off by themselves, when I was actually thinking that they were like stuck there. So why? So the upper row is the most important to clean out, so why do I do this one? So this level of gooiness, yeah, it's well, this is what I can do with this hour. Because if I don't do anything, I will fall asleep and I wanna wait for my kids. No early stream tomorrow. I'll be checking on it very soon again. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that there's a nice edge here. If there is any possibility for me to clean these keys, I will do that, and I will actually saw here. Yeah, there's an edge in the metal here too, so if I saw it to this direction there, and then do this side, I think we can get like control keys for it, you know, brightness of the screen, all those things. So at least this line we need to. I think I want all of it off. So I do want to go to sleep now. Yeah, so there I can see that it's the shape underneath looks like very similar in all of them. So yeah, so what do you think? Do you think this will work to reuse it? So up, side up. I'm assuming these are the same type of keys. So we will have to get rid of them and fix underneath, because it will be a sturdy. I don't know if you can see how dirty it is. It's like dirty. I thought this was just a broken bit there, but I think it's just dirt. So I feel how my hands would be from this even. So many things to get attached to. It actually was black once pairs. So that's the GUI end. This is the GUI. So I don't remember what keys doesn't work on this one, but it's definitely all broken. So, well, if we're thinking spare parts in the type of these, we got them right. Unless this is the size of the keys, which I guess it is. So let's take the tiny ones too. So they open like this, and then you would have to try and be careful put it there. So let's actually put this separately if it's the same. Right, so this one is this one. So it got so much dirt at once that I can't see which direction is which. Oh gosh, the corner. So I would so like just to throw this out. So these don't come off, do they? They do. Big budgets. So this might be useful if I have something that's bad to manage. Whoa! I'm so tired. So I will just leave this like this. I'll go check on my kid. Oh. Oh my, it's so warm in here now. So, but I need to sleep anyway. Yeah, so this is extremely dirty. I might spray it with isopropanol tomorrow. And probably I will just open it anyway. The question is, should I do that before I fix the size of it and cut this bit off? You know, cutting metal, it won't get clean from it. So it's not a precision thing too. So maybe remove the buttons with this shape up here. This plastic here. Oh. Yeah, so I don't wanna... I'm going to go to sleep now. Oh. Just finally going to sleep. It's 4:47, which is kind of crazy. So I'm not nutty. I'm not usually up this time. I'm so tired. So I'm actually going to see where is my browser. Can I read it this hour? Oh, so someone is online anyway. For me, it's like, you know, crazy to be up at this hour, but that's just because I'm where I am. Oh my. So I don't even know if I'm alone here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so is anyone watching? Like 2 people. So I think I will just close down the stream today because I already did one stream and I, you know, rated and everything. Oh, I can't find my keyboard here now. Yeah, there's actually a delay. Yeah, so I won't raid. Will I? Will I have raided with fewer than 2? Have I not? Let's see. Let's see if I can talk here. So this means, how long have I been streaming today, really? If I sound tired, it's because I am. Oh, sorry. The streaming is late, really, but there. Okay, 2:19. Okay, so 12 hours and 20 minutes. About. So, I think this is right. Mini. And I need to remember to turn off stream before I fall asleep. Yes, and my kid was just about to go to bed. I helped him with the field. I lost some sequence. So, good night, everybody. We'll just like two people.